All right, so I'm going to close read scene 7. It says teacher model, scene 7. The nights were full of wind that blew down on the empty moonlit sea meadows, past the little white chest cities lying for their 12,000 year in the shallows. In the Earthman settlement, the Bittering house shook with the feeling of change. I'm going to underline Earthman settlement. We know that a settlement is where people are staying, and so or where people live. And so the Earthman settlement, I am going to assume, means that this is where the people from Earth live on Mars. The Bittering house shook with the feeling of change. Lying abed, Mr. Bittering felt his bones shift, shape, melt like gold. So he's lying in his bed and his bones are shifting, shaping, melting like gold. His wife lying beside him was dark from many sunny afternoons. Dark she was and golden-eyed, burnt, almost black by the sun, sleeping, and the children metallic in their beds, and the wind roaring forlorn, and changing through the old peach trees, the violet grass shaking out green rose petals. It says highlight or underline purposeful, descriptive language used in the section. So as you can see, I have highlighted examples that show descriptive language to help us kind of get a visual, or it's imagery. It gives us a visual of what's going on and what it looks like. So for example, dark she was and golden-eyed, burnt almost black by the sun. Changing through the old peach trees, the violet grass. So that means the grass is purple. There are peach trees shaking out green rose petals. So this is giving me descriptive language here. I also see descriptive language up here. Empty moonlit sea meadows. Past the little white chest cities lying for their 12,000 year in the shallows. So that means that here on Mars, there are other cities here, but they are empty. Okay, and they are, I guess, built with white brick or some type of white material. So let's go down. It says determine the connotation of the purposeful language. Go beyond negative or positive. What feelings does it evoke? I said this helps the reader visualize how the Bitterings are changing alongside their surroundings. So not only are their surroundings changing, it says that the children and the wind roaring forlorn and changing through the old peach trees. Not only are their surroundings changing, so they talked about the plants and all that, but their bodies are starting to change as well. You see that his wife is now dark and golden-eyed. I guess she probably didn't have golden eyes before. She most likely didn't. We know that Mars is very hot, so now they are changing with their environment. How does this language impact your understanding of the Bitterings? And here I said this language impacts the reader's understanding of the Bitterings, especially how Harry feels about the changes happening around him. So it helps us understand what's going on. It also helps us understand how he feels about where he is. Now we're going to move on to the group practice. You're going to do this portion on your own, and you're going to follow the same model that I have up here on your paper. So this should not take you very long to do so. And you're going to go through and you're going to highlight examples like I have done of or underline purposeful descriptive language used in the section. So you can highlight it or underline it, whatever color you would like. And when you are done with that, I want you to raise your hand so Ms. Nelson knows that you are finished.